Now this is about the gamer begging you to buy Dragon Age of Veilguard. And I guess there's like a sale going on for the game, and I guess they're shilling wanting people to play the game. It's on PlayStation Plus this month. Some people I know aren't even bothering to add it to the library. I played it one time and I was like, yeah, this game sucks. But let's watch Veilguard's video. Go show her some love. Subscribe to her. I will leave a link down below for you guys to go and check out the video. Go show some love. Subscribe if you haven't.
Right before the release of Dragon Age the Veilguard, people within the mainstream media were saying that this game was going to own the chuds, that the losers were going to be proven wrong, and it was going to do fantastic, and that wasn't the case. It came out and was a total flop. They admitted that it underperformed. They're not sure what they're doing with this franchise going forward, and now it's gone on sale, and the mainstream media is yet again trying to shill for it, saying it's a
the mainstream media shilling for Veilguard. You don't fucking say. Do you guys remember all the nonsense that we were seeing about this game from all the wokies and how they were trying to like cope? You know, oh, the player base is great. People thought this game was going to fail. And look at all these 9s out of 10s that we're getting. And then normal people like us finally played this fucking game and we saw it, the truth for what it really was, that this was a pile of crap. This game was a pile of crap.
Fantastic price and you guys should buy it. So this is an article from TheGamer that says you can pick up the entire Dragon Age series on Steam for less than Veilguard's price at launch, which obviously, yeah, a lot of these games are years and years old, decade.
Now, Molly just said big Dragon Age fan, but you couldn't pay them to play Veilguard. I mean, that's the consensus, right? They've made this franchise just completely sink, become a shell of its former self. And yeah, JG said they guessed the dragon didn't age too well. That's a good one. Flaming garbage. Nobody wants this game for free.
Plus, and those games are fantastic. I used to love Dragon Age. It is just Veilguard that is so extremely underwhelming, and I don't recommend that you play it. You know, I live streamed a full playthrough on the channel. I regret it.
God bless her for playing a full playthrough, because I played one like 2-hour stream and I'm done with this game. I'm completely done with it. I'm not gonna try to fucking complete it, at least not on stream. I don't know, we'll see. We need a stretch goal for that.
It just wasn't good. The storytelling was atrocious. The character development was awful. It had lots of modern day terminology shoved into it, like transgender and non-binary, and you can't escape character sexualities. It's really the only personality trait characters like Tosh have, or, oh, I've been wronged in my life, but by the way, guys, I'm non-binary.
They just have to throw that crap in, right? The best traits of characters is not what their sexuality is, guys. It's never been. It's good character traits. You know, like tropes and stuff, like the hero and courage and the strong-willed and brave and all this. Knowing who you fuck in the bedroom is not brave.
I just don't know what the BioWare team was thinking making this game, except for, oh, we want to actively lose money. And now we're finding out that, of course, it's on sale, which isn't shocking given it's not getting any DLC, so they're not going to make any more money from existing sales, so they need to try to get more people to buy it. But it only engaged 1.5 million people, so not even...
And you know, the wokies were trying to cope. Oh, well, it was 1 million people engaged. You notice they said the word engaged and not sold? That's how they're getting around the embarrassment. Oh, it's engaged 1.5 million people.
But necessarily sales. There are a lot of games that are bundled in... you know, tech equipment like Blue Yeti microphones will sometimes have games that are included, or graphics cards, or CPUs. So
Bethello says they root for the bad guys in Veilguard. That's hilarious. Now, Flint's Nest, no. Outlaws, I was actually able to finish Outlaws.
We don't know how many people actually engage this game that way, but they weren't specific, which means I bet it's a lot. So those don't count for sales. And because it didn't sell the way they wanted, I think that they've realized they need to try any method possible, which is drastically dropping the price. I mean, the game has only been out for 4 months and it's already down now to $25, which is a pretty quick turnaround. We also know
that's going to happen to Assassin's Creed Shadows also. Oh, shit. Shout out to Vera Dark in the chat. Yes. It's her. Hey, shout outs. We got Vera Dark in the chat. Yes, it's you. You could do the, what is it? The Leonardo DiCaprio. Great fucking Zelda game, by the way. Haven't finished it, but great fucking Zelda game. All right, let's continue.
That it's going on to PlayStation Plus, so it just looks like they're scrambling for any engagement they can get.
Absolutely.
It says Steam Spring Sale is out now, and as usual, a whole lot of games are absurdly cheap. However, one of the best deals concerns a fairly new release, Dragon Age the Veilguard. It is not a good deal to spend any money on this.
So let's make a poll. How soon do you think Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to drop? So Veilguard was 4 months before it was super discounted, plus free PlayStation. The only reason why I'm playing it is because it's on PlayStation Plus as a monthly game. I'll be completely honest. Unless somebody gifted it to me, which I would feel terrible if somebody gave me this game, I wouldn't be checking it out. And again, like I said, Vera, before you came in here, I said, bless your heart for playing it. I know Hypno played it as well. I think Atreus played it. I did one 2-hour stream and I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking playing this game. I kind of liked Avowed more and that was still garbage. So I think Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to drop within 2 months. Let's say 2 months. 2 months. I think, you know what? It also seems like PlayStation's putting all the games that are woke as fuck on the monthly games. We had Suicide Squad. We had Veilguard. Are we going to get fucking Assassin's Creed Shadows on there and Dustborn and all that? Who knows? Vera says they're playing them all canonically when they're not playing Trash AC Shadows. So yeah, I just finished Echoes of Wisdom. And I still need to play the Oracle's Zelda's games. That's my favorite series of all fucking time. I literally just have random Zelda shit everywhere in my room. Games, straight up propaganda. Yeah, Dustborn.
Game. Right now, Dragon Age the Veilguard's price on Steam is the lowest it's been since it launched last October. I love how they try to word it in a way that made it seem so far away, last October, and it's the lowest price that it's been, as it's hit with a 50% discount. The previous game in the series are even cheaper, and they're all 80% off. I highly recommend you go and you try to pick up the other games.
Yeah, play the older Dragon Age games. I know Molly in the chat said they were a fan of all the Dragon Age games. I played only a couple of them. Play those. Play the ones that don't insult your intelligence and talk about misgendering and having to do a barf in the middle of the entire cutscene and all that shit.
I suppose if you think at one point you're going to like Veilguard, you could pick it up, but the price is only going to continue to drop, so I would recommend just waiting as long as possible to play this if you really want to.
Christmas time, it'll be what? A $9.99 game at GameStop, probably? If they even... if they even discount it or just... I've seen them get rid of certain games in stores. I'm wondering if Veilguard will be one of those. VJC says they'll play Shadows, but they're not buying it. The only reason why I'm playing Shadows is because I have Ubisoft Plus. After I finish Shadows, I'm getting rid of Ubisoft Plus.
Though this to me really just screams damage control, that they are desperate to get some sales for BioWare because they backed this game so heavily. I mean, keep in mind that they gave this game a 4 out of 5. They thought that this was a pretty good game.
Didn't IGN give it a 9 out of 10? Literally, every gaming outlet gave this game, near perfect scores, which is complete bullshit. I think they rated Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, an 8 or a 7 out of 10 on IGN, and they made Veilguard have a better score. And I've had people say, oh, well, it's because a different person, different people score the game, so whoever scored Sparking Zero is not going to be the same person as the person who reviewed Veilguard. And I was like, that's bullshit. They should still have like a standard or a criteria. You know, like GamePro magazine, you remember that? They had a certain criteria so that everything would at least be I guess to a certain expectation.
They said that it had strong character writing, action-heavy combat works well, deep world building, but that it had an irritating camera. I didn't have a single problem with the camera. I don't know what they're talking about. It's very standard. Occasionally feels formulaic, and then a shallow main narrative. So they really did enjoy this game, except for a few small minor problems. I just could not say to myself, this game even deserves higher than a 4 out of 10. Never mind being at like an 8 or a.
So I agree with that. Honestly, when I played on stream, I don't know if some of you guys watched, the best thing about Veilguard was that the graphics looked pretty decent. I'll give that. And the music was really good. Everything else was just felt like a generic ass fucking video game. And you know what's wild, guys? Time Magazine made this their game of the year. Time Magazine put Veilguard as a game of the year. This is not a game of the year. Hell, I don't even think it was nominated for anything at the Game Awards show itself, the one that Jeff Keighley runs. I don't even think it was nominated for shit. But Time Magazine made it the best game of last year? Nah.
9 out of 10 for a game like this. Absolutely horrendous take, but that's just what the mainstream media does now, is give you horrendous takes, and they try to promote products that push.
Fair said Avowed is still slightly better, and that's still true. Yeah, Avowed also felt like a generic hack and slash. Like the thing that I hold, guys, like as a standard to a game does it feel like anything that I haven't played before? Okay, so like if I'm playing a game and I'm like, okay, I've played something like this before, then it turns into, is it just as fun or better of what I played before? Because it's not necessarily bad if you're playing a game that plays a lot like something else, you know? Like, for example, I honestly felt like Veilguard tried to, like its combat, or at least some of it, tried to replicate too many other games, but didn't do it in a fun way. Like, it felt like I was playing like a shittier version of like like combat from like a weird blended thing of like the Arkham games and a few other shit. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like seeing like the dodge and all that. Like if I'm playing a game and I'm like, oh, like Avowed. All it made me want to do is play Skyrim. It just made me want to play Skyrim because it literally felt like I was just playing Skyrim. Which, in hindsight, is not a bad thing to be compared to, but that game came out like in 2010.
Narratives that they heavily agree with, which is exactly what's going on here. So right now, TheGamer's damage controlling for BioWare, saying you can pick up the entire Dragon Age series on Steam for less than the Veilguard price at launch, and it's really worth the deal, and it's a really good experience, and these games are absurdly cheap, and you
What's up, Charlie?
should go and buy them. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
Don't you guys dislike shit that Vera fucking puts out. You go and you click that like. But no, I completely agree. It's super fucking cringy that you have TheGamer, which TheGamer's a crappy outlet already to begin with. Seen some of their terrible articles. I would say that they're slightly better than Kotaku. But I've seen some of their terrible articles, and they are just cringy, and telling people, "Oh, pick up the entire Dragon Age saga, including Veilguard, for less than the launch price of Veilguard." It's just, they have to be getting some kind of, like, at the very least, an affiliate fucking link. If there's a link in that fucking article that Vera was just reading, they're probably getting paid through affiliates, or they got some kind of back deal. But yeah, just play the previous Dragon Age games, guys. And Ver, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate that.